Government is in discussion with traders who import petroleum products and others who import various goods that may be affected by the war involving Iran, Israel, and the United States. This is due to the Strait of Hormuz not being operational, yet it is the route through which 1/5 of the world's gasoline and diesel supply passes, including the fuel needed by this country, Rwanda. And Nora Gladys has the details.
Importers and distributors of petroleum products, together with the government of Rwanda, have announced that they are jointly reviewing ways to speed up the delivery of goods currently on ships coming through the Strait of Hormuz, located between the United Arab Emirates and Iran, which is at war with Israel and the United States. The aim is to ensure that the country has at least sufficient reserves, while the world waits to see how this war will end. Some of the measures the government is quickly taking to support traders include connecting them with banks that can provide fast financing to import gasoline and diesel that a country can use as the situation develops. The Minister of Trade and Industry, Prudence Sebahizi, explains the measures being taken.
The concerns, we are already in conversation with our oil marketing companies, the importers of fuel. Their requests mainly focus on how they can quickly evacuate their petroleum products that are in transit, especially those that have reached the port of Mombasa and Dar es Salaam, but also the products that are still stored in the vessels in the sea, to make sure that we can quickly bring them in the country and have enough stock so that if the shock continues over the next couple of months, at least we have enough reserve in the country. Secondly, we are collaborating with private investors who are investing in storage capacity here in the country to make sure that in the future such crisis cannot affect Rwanda for a long time.
Members of the Association of Petroleum Importers and Distributors say they are pooling their resources to find ways to close the possible supply gap that may arise. The 12 companies involved in importing and distributing petroleum products need nearly $30 million to be able to bring in about 60 million liters currently at the port of Dar es Salaam, as well as more than 70 million liters that are still on ships and have not yet reached the port. Dr. Joseph Akumonu is the Director General of the Association of Petroleum Importers and Distributors.
So we are negotiating with the government to support us, to negotiate on behalf of us with the financial institutions, the banks, to increase our ceiling of our rate of credit, our facility in the banks, so that we can bring more products. We are discussing with the government also in terms of the price. So sometimes when the price is not good, it is where some of the operators, they can just go slow to bring the more products. But we are sure also the government, they work on it as usual, and then we have as well the good place. We can assure we never face any shortage, because this situation, it's not the first time or the second time we experience. Even you have seen in time of the COVID, where almost neighboring countries was facing the shortage, but here in Rwanda, we didn't face that shortage, because every day we are ready. Every day we are preparing ourselves. So we can assure no shortage can happen here in Rwanda.
It is a war that could also affect goods that Rwanda imports from Middle Eastern countries, including construction materials such as iron and steel, as well as products that Rwanda exports to countries affected by the conflict involving Iran, Israel, and the United States. The Ministry of Trade and Industry says the country is studying possible measures to find alternative markets from which Rwanda can source needed goods, as well as new export destinations for products that were previously sent to countries involved in this war.
Rwanda mainly imports raw materials for construction industries like steel industries. Most of them get their raw materials from India and China. If India and China markets are affected by this crisis, we anticipate that importation of raw materials for steel industries might go up, which will in turn affect the price of construction materials. We also have some commodities that we import, like palm oil. We import crude palm oil to feed edible oil industries in the country, which mean that the palm oil is mainly coming from Malaysia and Indonesia. If the supply chain of crude palm oil is affected, we will see that impact also translated in the prices of edible oil. Other commodity that we heavily rely on importation is sugar, but fortunately, most of sugar we consume comes from African countries and Brazil. We may not see a rise of prices as a consequence of that crisis, but indirectly, if the global prices go up, all the products that we import should be on watch.
1/5 of the world's petroleum products, including those needed by Rwanda, pass through the Strait of Hormuz. They originate from various Middle Eastern countries, including Kuwait, Iraq, Iran, Bahrain, and Qatar.